is amazing. We're starting some streaming, right? Hey, in today's live, guess what I get to do? I'm going to go over another reason why you should probably pick GFunnel. Okay? Again, GFunnel is your entrepreneurial tool. It is. Hands down, it is. Doesn't matter if you already have Go High Level. It doesn't matter what you already have. There's a reason to choose GFunnel. And I'm telling you, this platform is crazy, and I'm going to show you why. Again, just another reason to choose and to pick GFunnel as your platform for growing your business. Okay, so that being said, are you ready? Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. All right, well, let's dive in. So we're going to dive right into the platform, and we're going to, like today's session, we're going to dive into another tool. This tool is called Task Magic. Now, what the heck is Task Magic? What is it used for? Why do we need it? Like, what, blah, 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 right? The big reason is because it can do automated tasks for you. So if you saw my last live, okay, I showed you Zero Work. Zero Work is for high volume data, okay? Task Magic is for short action, right? Short action processes where you might not need a computer to run it. So, whoa, you might not need a computer. Basically, it's for those things, if your computer's not on 24/7, okay, which not every case it is, right? This specific product, this specific app is for you, and you can find it within your GFunnel platform. So again, we're going to go over your Task Magic. What the frig is Task Magic? Why the heck would you use it? Why should you even care, right? Well, I'm going to kind of, long story short it, the reason you should care right now. So number one, if you're using Zapier at all, you should care. If you're using Podly at all, you should care. If you're using Make at all, you should care. Why should you care? Because again, those are costing you money. And what if you can do the exact same things within GFunnel? Whoa, right? Crazy, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to be covering that. So stick with me. Here we go. Okay, let's just dive in. So first, what the heck is GFunnel? If you don't know it already, if you're like, I just don't know. Let's just say you don't, okay? I don't know what GFunnel is. I've never done this before. I have no clue, like zero clue at all, okay? Well, first, GFunnel is a platform. It's a social platform. See, social. There's communities within here. There's people within here that engage and talk and do all of the cool things. It's a pretty awesome platform. And what we've done is we've organized some of the best tools on the market. I mean, these are leading tools, not just like, that's a cool tool. These are the very best tools that you can get on the market. For instance, like your lead connector, your Go High Levels. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Your Go High Levels in there, right? The best AI tools that you can get are within GFunnel. The best project management tools you can get are within GFunnel. The best contracting tools are within GFunnel. Everything is in GFunnel. It doesn't matter if you have Go High Level or not. If you're a Go High Level user, if you don't know what the heck that is, don't even worry about it. But it doesn't matter if you have it or not, because you can access your own within GFunnel. GFunnel is a social platform that organizes everything for you. It gives you the support that you need. Instead of going and paying some third-party company, right? Because people do this, right? You're probably one of them. You probably are. You probably go and you pay somebody for support, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to pay $500 or whatever the case it is for support. You can do that. You can do that. But I have a question for you. Are you receiving that data? Probably not. Okay, so probably they're receiving the data, and everyone's a competitor, so they're probably not only receiving the data, but they're probably stealing your customers from you. Be honest. Now, there's tons of them on the market, okay? I can point the fingers to the main ones that you guys know of, but I won't yet. But they steal data. You know they steal data. You'll see cross-marketing to some of these people, okay? Maybe that's you. I don't know. But that being said, what we're going to be doing is, again, what is GFunnel? GFunnel is kind of like owning your own stuff. Owning your own stuff within a social platform that you can connect with people and you can grow. And it is a all-in-one social platform, okay? And it connects all these freaking awesome tools. They're really cool. They're good. Now, why would you ever get a all-in-one solution versus a not all-in-one solution? Well, there's a lot of reasons. I mean, we have them bullet pointed if they're not that obvious. Doesn't matter, it's a website, right? Anyone could throw anything. But why do we organize everything in one place? It's because like when you're going on vacation, let's just say, or you're traveling the world, let's be real for a sec. Let's just say you're there, okay? You're going on vacation. Let's just say, right? You're going on vacation. You're traveling with the family because the family is what matters. Like this business crap doesn't really matter. But let's say you're doing that. Would you rather have 5 billion bookmarks saying, well, I know this software and I can find this one? Or would you rather have one access point where you can log in that's cheap, right? It is low cost. Like cheap's a bad word, but I'm going to say it's cheap. It's cheap. It's low cost. You can log in and you can access everything. Wouldn't you rather do that? I would, right? That's why we have an all-in-one platform. I would do that. I'm sure that you would probably do the same thing. Okay. We also do some kind of cool stuff because we understand business kind of sucks sometimes. What do I mean by it sucks? So I mean, like, let's be real. Let's just be real for one sec. You're sitting there. Oh, hold on. Yes. Sorry, I had to make this a touching moment for just a second. Okay. Let's be real. Business sucks sometimes. It's lonely. You spend hours and hours and hours building up again something that you might dream of, something that might be a legacy. And what are you trying to do? First, you're trying to serve your family. You're trying to take care of the things that you might need. That's what you're doing first. Second, okay, you start building it and you start like, wow, like I can create my own stuff. And you start feeling great. When I mean great about it, like you do. You feel good. Then you hit your first obstacle. Maybe you got one client, you're on top of the world, and maybe that client falls apart. Maybe something that you're creating isn't that great anymore, and now you're rejected for the first time. Gosh, like, this is like me going out and knocking doors. I used to be a door-to-door salesman. Maybe, don't know if you knew that. I used to be a door-to-door salesman, you know, and when I would go up and I would knock these doors, at first I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I mean, one of my very first pitches, I'd knock the door and I say, hey, what's up? My name is Cameron Garlick. I'm selling security systems. Are you interested? And you know what the person told me? No. And you know what I said? All right, have a good day. And I walked off. It's a learning experience. Okay? And then I got to the point, right? Again, I'm specifically talking door knocking right now. We'll jump back to business. I got to the point where I'm knocking, and I would knock and I'd be like, hey, you probably weren't expecting this person in this orange shirt, right? You're the homeowner, right? Cool. Hey, well, super quick, what I do is I do those smart home systems. You probably saw this, and I'd hand them a paper. Completely different, right? And then I would ask them a simple question, a transitional question, and I'd say, so if you had to put a camera somewhere, would you put it out here or would you put it somewhere back there? And they would say, I would probably put it back there. Show me really quick. And I would turn my head, put my head down, and I would start walking, and guess what would happen? I would get inside the door. I would transition. I learned processes, right? And those processes allowed me to be very, very good. Okay, very good at sales, very good at the door-to-door space. I mean, so good that we built a door-to-door convention to teach other door-to-door people how to sell, right? Well, again, I didn't feel like it was that purpose. And then I started getting into business, and I said, business is great until your first partner screws you over, until you lose your first customer, until you get your first lawsuit, until you lose your first $1 million. That's hard, but that's business, unfortunately. Now imagine if all of that stuff, that pain, could be solved. That's the sole reason GFunnel was built. I had to go through an experience. I went through it. I got screwed over a lot. That's okay. I learned. Then I built and I created. So now why do we have an all-in-one platform? I realized quick that, gosh, I was lost as ADD. I realized really quick that we need people. People are the key. So I realized that really quick. So that being said, I'm now going to step back. I'm going to transition. Okay. So again, we have this right here. Sorry. We have this right here. A platform that gives you all of the software access. Right. And my goal was, again, how do I give it? Is if I'm a person and I have nothing. I'm homeless. Can I still succeed? No one's there to care for me. Can I still succeed? And the key was, again, if you went past in my past journey, you saw me at the library creating the local public library. Now, not everybody has a local public library, but if you can gain a simple access point to internet, and you can access something, and you have all of the tools to create anything that you could ever fathom, anything that you could ever desire, at what point can you fail? Doesn't matter if you're homeless, you can create, right? Doesn't matter if you're the most wealthy person, you can organize, right? That's the purpose of this. It's so if I felt myself, let's say I was homeless, I could start again. Because I know there's so many people like that. I'm running a business, but I'm confused. I can start again, right? Oh my gosh, the first lawsuit hit me, or I lost my first customer, right? Because those things happen. I can start again. I can go and I can rebuild and I can grow. That's GFunnel, okay? And the tools that we have, right? So let me log in really quick so you can see, again, we do give a free account. And the reason that we give a free account is so there is a starting point. That's why we give a free account. There's a starting point. So people can come and people can have a place to start. Okay? Again, whether that place is I have nothing and I'm starting from scratch, or I have everything and I'm starting to organize. We organized a place for people. And let's just say you're not an expert. You're like, I'm not an expert. I don't know any of this stuff. I can't see any of this. That's okay. It's there. There's people here. There's amazing people within the space that are here that will help you. And I mean, we get new users all the time. I mean, here, let me switch over this side. I'll show you like again, this is just today. We get so many new people coming in, like Neil Copy, right? Coming in, right? I don't know their goals yet. I don't know. I hope that I can address them, and I hope that I can serve this person, right? Like Chris Bapp. Again, I don't know this person. I don't know who they are. I hope that I can come in and I can serve them. Like Ronnie. I don't know Ronnie, but I hope that I can come in and serve them, right? Cernia. Maybe I pronounced it wrong. See, I don't know these people. But my hope is that I can come in and I can help some of these people, because that's what the whole platform is. The platform's meant to come in here, and let's say it's Neil, right? Neil just became friends with me, and I could come here and I can say, hey Neil, right, at Neil, right, and this is Neil Copy. Welcome to GFunnel. I would love to help assist you or clear a vision for your future business. Okay, so I can come in here and I can now connect to Neil, right? And Neil can get a message and start finding people that are connecting. But not only that, because I'm just me, right? I'm just a person. I'll do the same thing for everyone else. I'm just a person. But imagine if I can come here, okay? I can come in here and I can see and connect with any of these awesome, amazing people. Again, a lot of these people are live right now, that you can come in here and you can speak with them. This is how the community is growing, right? And again, we're doing it for free, so this way, as a collaboration, people can grow together. I mean, that's the whole key. It's so like, you can grow together, and we want that starting point of zero. The starting point of zero is like, we don't need your money. We don't need it. Why the freak do we need it? Come in and grow yourself first, right? And then the next thing is jumping in, we add the tools. Like, for instance, We just added this AI bot. Why did we add this AI bot? Look at this, right? This AI bot is designed to answer every question for you. This AI bot is, again, what is life? It's able to answer these questions, right? What is my targeting? It'll build out your targeting for you. It'll create content for you. It'll do basically everything. I mean, it integrates into all of these different tools that we have, right? Why did we do that? Why is it for free? So that way we can help serve people, okay? Why do we give somebody their own profile, right? Like this is a profile page, right? You came in here, you'd have your own profile. You have your own what's called a member link. So if you referred people, you could get paid for referring people. We want to give the value back to the people, back to the person, right? So we have that. We have your own profile, just like you would with Facebook. The difference is, instead of us selling you on advertisements and people trying to sell you a product, basically, hey, we have your information, we're gonna sell you. We empower you. We give you your own online store. We give you your own events platform. We give you your own course platform. We give you a place where you can manage all your clients. We give you a place so you can have private events and private spaces. You can go and you can post discussions. You can come in, you can have your own goals, right? And you can set your own goals and achieve your own goals. You have your own blogs. This doesn't cost you anything. We give you all of these tools at zero cost. Okay, this is the power of the platform, because this way you can start at something, right? You can start something and start building something. Because can you make money on just these free stuff? Of course, right? And then we have these other tools because there are so many amazing companies out there. Like Go High Level is an amazing company. Lead Connector is an amazing company, right? The ads platform is amazing. The architecting tools are amazing. Some of our advanced AIs, our contracting software is amazing. And again, how amazing is it? Well, we're going to be working on, I'm going to be showing you Task Magic. So this way you can implement it. You can, again, create an account if you want. Come in and implement it. So we're going to dive into Task Magic really quick. So how you access it, you jump in, you click your apps, you go to Task Magic, and you just click it. Very simple, okay? So I'm gonna transition over here really quick so you have an idea of again how this might work, okay? So what is Task Magic? Okay, Task Magic is an AI system. So if I wanted to come in, right, I'll show you a few different places. So again, if you're somebody who uses Make, if you're somebody who uses, it used to be an Integromat, yeah. If you're somebody who uses Pobly, if you're somebody who uses Zapier, you can do it all within the system. Okay, it's all right here. So you jump in and say, okay, what do I want to do? I want to come right here and I want to build out automations. What do you mean? I want a webhook, and then from that webhook, I want to plug it into my lead connector. You can plug it into your lead connector and do whatever you need, right? So this entirely, if you notice, will replace Zapier, will replace Pobly, will replace all of those different softwares that you use, because it helps you integrate anything and everything in them, okay? And I'm going to show you kind of how to use it, so this way you're familiar with it, okay? So there's this part of it, but there's more than that. There's also, okay, if I jumped into like the actual bots, right? So again, we have a few different pieces, and I'm going to be running through those specific pieces so this way you can see them, okay? So for instance, this one's an account creation mechanism for our ads platform. Basically what this thing does, okay, so if I run it, okay, what this thing is going to do, it's going to pull up some windows for me. It's going to do some actions for me. I'm going to walk you through what it does. You can't quite see it unless maybe I can do full screen. Yeah, if I do full screen, then you can see it. Okay, let me just pull that over. Okay, it'll come in, it'll log in, it'll do the manual type actions that I program it to do. Right, but here's one of the secrets of this thing. Okay, so I'll just show you. Let's say I'm coming in here and I'm gonna create a new automation. Okay, and we're gonna call this automation, we'll just say creating blog. Creating a blog. Let's just say we want to create an automated blog, right? So we're gonna come right here. Now here it is. Okay. Now we're going to say, okay, I need to create a blog. How am I going to create this blog? What am I going to do, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to start with a recording. Now, again, my screen is recording, so I'm going to pull it up. Okay, so here we go, full screen. Right, here we go. So I'm on a full screen. So now what I can do is I can say, okay, here's my URL. What do I need to do? Well, let's just say I'm creating a blog. And I'm just going to show you again. Let me switch there so you can see it a little closer. Let's just say this is my blog, and I want to create one within our own platform. I can come here and I can say, okay, I'm going to press this button, but what do I need? I need this link, right? So I'm going to copy that link. Copy. Let me switch over to the full screen. Okay, and now what I can do, let me pull this up so it's easier to see. I can then come in and I can place this URL here and I can say go to that step. And then it's going to go to this specific step. Okay, if you look, it's like, crap, I need to be logged into the system. I need to be logged into the platform. So we'll add some cookies. So I'll just log in really quick so this way we can skip that step. Okay. And I'll show you the power of this thing. It's pretty powerful. I mean, it is. Okay, so let's say I'm here. Oh, it looks like might need to check it because something is blocking the video. Maybe it's the bot itself. Okay, but if you notice, you see this? It's already starting to click. I'm gonna just remove these because I don't really need them. Okay, so let's say I came here. Okay, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click there. Right. So if I come here, I can say, okay, I want to click here. Now, what do I want to do? And I'll just put blog title. Okay. If you notice what it's doing right here, it filled in those steps for me automatically. I can remove that step. So I can say blog summary. I can click on a category. Look at that. It just did that step for me. And I can say, you know what? The category I'm going to do is technology. I'll do blog body. Okay. And then I'll do an image. I'll just upload some random image. Let's go to downloads. Let's just do that as our random image. Okay. So now we have this. Okay. And I can come in and I can check it. Let's add a step. I can manually add the step. I can adjust the steps if I need. But I want to kind of summarize this so you can see actually what I'm doing. Okay. So again, what did I just do here? Let me pull this thing up. I'll pull this thing a little bit bigger. Okay. Let me close that. What did I do here? And I'm just going to show you this. So the first thing, I visited a page. I then clicked on here. Right? If I wanted to replay it, I can say, okay, let me just check. I can click on there, and then guess what's going to happen? It's going to show me that this specific blog is working. So if I'll just exit this, I'll show you. So let's say I'm just doing it again. I can press play here, right? Play. And now what it's going to do, it's going to come in and it's going to pop up a system for me. So I can say, okay, wait. I need to pull up a new web page. This pulls up a new web page. I need to put my blog title in. I need to put my blog summary in. I need to, basically what it does is it'll go through each and every step, kind of like similar to, like it's similar to the one that I showed you prior, right? If you saw my live last time, it's similar to it. It's a little bit different, right? It's because I don't have to go and say, I'm going to do this step, copy code, add. I'm going to do this step, copy code, add. No, I just press record and I walk through what I need and I delete what I don't, right? And then let's say I'm done, right? Let's just say I'm done. So if I'm done on there, I can just say I'm done, right? I might need to, let me just say, yes, these are the best steps. I've reconfirmed these steps. So again, I just went through and I clicked the check marks, okay? And let's say I'm done, right? Now I have a bot that is created. So I have a bot that is now created. See? This is a bot that is created. And let's just say, okay, I want to actually do something a little bit different. I don't want to do this, right? Or I can say, you know what? I need to do that, and I need to create a blog, and I need that blog to have specific information. So I just walked through the steps. Let's pretend for a sec, right? You have to like it when we pretend. We're pretending, okay? But let's just give that example. So let's say the example is this. A blog was just created and I need it posted. Meaning, these are the resources I have. This is what I need to do. Now, my suggestion always, prior to just going and doing it, right? Because we can go and do it, it might fail. So my suggestion always to do that is to come into here, to go to diagrams, click on diagrams. Diagrams will pop up. You press create new diagram. Okay, pretty easy. Then you name it. Name of process. Okay, because again, you're always one process away, so you go and you create your processes. Okay, and then you say, okay, well, how do my processes look? And if you ever seen me draw out a complete business model, I draw them out. So I would come here and I would literally come in and draw this thing. So I'd say, oh, I have this. What do I need first? Well, I need an API. Okay, let me zoom out just really quick. So I need an API. It's like, well, do you actually need an API? It's like, well, what I need is this. So there is an article that was created. Let's just say. And that article, once it's created, I need to bring this information into an API. So that way I can turn on bot. Let's just say that's the case, right? Then you can come in here and you can turn that bot on, and this bot can have all of its own processes. But I always say draw this thing out so you know the exact steps of what you're doing, okay? And it's not too complex. Like, I mean, we have some, I'll show you. We have some crazy complex processes. I'll show you them. Like, for instance, the last one that we worked on, let's just open it in this tab. Okay, and this is the same thing. If I'm ever building out something for you, most every case I'll build it out within here. Almost, I wouldn't say 100% of the time, but most times I'm going to build it out within here. So let's say there's a project, there's something, I'm going to come in and I'm going to build out the infrastructure. I'll give you like an example. So let's say I'm building out, like, you have this new great idea, and let's say you're speaking with me specifically. I would build this out like an example. So we analyze each and every step, each and every stage, right? Each and every step, each and every stage. So this way we understand what are the exact processes to happen. And then I would say, okay, let me give you like an example of it. Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's just say this is the process. Structure, faith, or creation, right? This is just going through the processes of like goal cards and how they work, right? We would come in and we would draw out the processes. That would be shared with you. So at any time you're like, oh, well, I need to access something that Cam did for me, right? You can click on a diagram or any of our people did for you. In most cases, if it's a process one, most cases that's a task that I do because I like doing it. That's why. I mean, can other people do it? Sure. I do like it. I like drawing. I'm a little child with some squares. I like it, right? So I'll build out complete business models. And if you're like, well, I don't know, Cam, I'll show you. Like, I'm sure that I should be able, I'm going to give you a pride, right? Yeah. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for my pride? This is my pride. I can build out processes better than anyone can. Anyone that you know, I can build out processes better than them. Anyone that you could probably ever hire, I can build out processes better than them. Why? Because I see deep into things. It's natural for me. That's why. I haven't found anyone who comes close. Okay, that's my pride. Now, am I special? No, I'm not. I've just practiced years and years and years and years and years of it. That's what I've done. I've built companies. I've helped other. I mean, how many people have we had? How many? If you think about it, like, well, I should say how many multi-million-dollar companies have came through our touches, my grasps, where I've built the processes for. There's been quite a bit of them. There's been quite a bit of them, okay? And again, we can have such complexity, like such complexity. I mean, I'll show you the background. So let me move over this side real quick. Actually, there's a bottom square. Let me switch sides, boom, okay. Like for instance, like this one, this is a call center. This is where lead data comes in, how the lead data is organized and enriched, how it creates a lead profile. From that lead profile, how it jumps into processes, how it jumps into like Asana for team playing, to GHL and how it's structured in GHL, all the way to, again, the call flow, right? If there's an inbound or outbound call. When there's an inbound call, what is the scripting? What is the opening? What is the script of it? What's the scripting technology? We can build all of this stuff, right? To how is it transitioned from live transfer to not, and then all the way down to processes, and it goes deep. Like it's how do those processes connect to the marketing, right? So if you see, here's processes on marketing, so we can start tracking how the marketing and the data flows. We could jump into the commission structures of how each person should be paid out. We can structure into incentives, how people are structured here, right? Same thing, this one's for a solar company, and here's a credit process. This is the process for a credit, right? And now what this specific person, what they need to do and how they need to access. Do they need to access and go see a credit application, submit that credit application, and the processes that happen on that, to the way in which the bills are collected, right? This is how the bills are collected, to a way, this is like a proposal module, how it's proposed based upon multiple different variables and how they're all connecting together, and how that data is organizing itself into building an automated proposal, to again the layouts of the scripting technology of how it should work and why it should work. Okay, these are just examples of the craziness that we can build. I mean, we build a lot, like multiple. I mean, again, we have large companies come in and they hire me, right? And they'll say, hey, we saw your videos, we saw your lives, we saw these things, and we see that you can automate and structure all of these things. And it's like, yes, I can. Well, we want it done for us. So I'll go through and I'll build out their entire departments and how their departments should function. I'll build out all of their documentation, and it gets pretty deep, and it's very, very valuable stuff. Like, what I mean by valuable, like, some of this stuff is pretty up there, okay? And that's where I want you to get. That's why we do a free one, because I want you to get to the point where I'm building you out a complete business model. That's where I want you to be, is I want you to be built. I mean, why not, right? I want you to be at the point where, again, you're getting full-on tasks. So, like, you're getting tasks similar to this, right? Full-on tasks. What's going on? This right now is, I won't get into the details of that. People did some unethical things, and I'm transitioning them and working on actually closing their company because of the unethical things that they've done. Okay, but that being said, let's dive back. Okay, so we're in Task Magic. So what can Task Magic truly do? Right? What can it do? If you're like, I don't know. I don't know what it can do. Well, it can do something called an RPA. RPA is Robotic Process Automation, meaning it can crawl websites. It can do the actions that you do on a repeat basis that you would normally hire a VA for. It can do those things for you, and you can dynamically add information to those processes and allow those processes to function, meaning you only need one correct SOP or one correct system of processes to work. If it works, then each and every data point is simply a variable, and data can be added to those variables to automate and scale anything, right? This is why sometimes when I see these people that are like, I'm the king of automation and I'm this stuff, and it's just like, you're new. You don't know the half of it. It goes so deep, like so deep. I mean, again, even like the way in which we manage our task management. Like we have automations. Like the reason that, I'll give you another one. The reason that projects, so like projects, the reason that we use a company called Get Scrum for projects versus ClickUp versus any other one. The biggest reason, like it's because of how it integrates. It's because of its AI. It's because of its functionality. We don't just find just random ass tools and apply them. We don't do that. Like we find the best solutions entirely on the market. Like if you're like, well, ClickUp's not here. My opinion, ClickUp sucks. That's my opinion. My opinion is Asana sucks. I mean, they're great. They're great for people that want to follow trends and don't really know the processes. They're good. You can do a lot with them. But why do we have stuff like this? It's so first, and I'll show you. First, it's the usability. How easy is it for us to access projects? Well, we can access projects very easily, right? We can access our even workspaces. So if we're managing multiple different companies, and then within those multiple different companies, let's just say like one of those companies have different projects within there. So we could jump up. This specific company is now managing for all of these specific people. We can help serve that. We don't have to say, okay, great, like you're a company and now we have to log into your ClickUp and your Asana and your XYZ. If you give us permission, right, which that's this platform, this most cases you need service, we could then jump in and say, what do you need help with? Well, I need help with one of our clients. Which client? Client Anna's Island Grill, okay. So you need help with Anna's Island Grill. What do you need help with on Anna's Island Grill? Well, there's a specific task within here, and now we can find the task. See how easy that was to navigate? Like literally, I clicked here, right? I found the business, so let's say this is the business. Again, there's multiple different businesses like Carpe Diem or any of those things, different companies, right? So let's just say, again, this is an example, so I'm not showing client information, right? We can now come here and we can open this, and now we see, again, if you're having us manage everything, now we see everything. And we say, okay, we're managing, this is your specific client, you have a specific task that needs to be done with Anna's Island Grill. We would pull up Anna's Island Grill, we would pop it up, and then sure enough, guess what we see? What's going on? Oh, well, you need to create social media posts. Okay, what's going on within here? Well, there's XYZ within here. Okay, perfect. Well, we have all the tools, the resources, the guidance, and everything to now manage that specific client with you. How crazy is that? Like, how versatile this system is. The entire umbrella of this allows us to mass manage and mass serve individuals. Again, if you're an agency and you're like, well, I'm an agency and I need help with XYZ and XYZ, it's like, great. First things first, we white label this, right? It's Get Scrum. So we white label this for you. So now you have accesses to it. We then create an automation, so anytime that there's a new customer that's created, we just create an automated system that now automatically comes in and creates this. This is what some of our RPAs do. So now you have a client piece. Now let's say your client needs support, needs help. We can now jump in here, we can add SOPs for your specific business. We can jump in here and we can serve them. Let's just say they need live video. We can then jump into live video and do it. There is not a support system that comes close to the stuff that we offer. Again, I'm not even going to mention their names. They just don't even come close. But that's my pride speaking, right? I'm sure that they do. I'm sure that they're great. Okay, so but this is a little taste of the GFunnel, what we're creating. Okay, it's a mass solution, not just for support, but it's a mass solution to manage and scale and to build your agency. Again, it takes us time to build. It's been taking us time to build personal profiles. It's taken us time to build business profiles. It's taken us time to transition over to again, the agency space. So when we come in here, right, let's just say again, you're ready to upgrade. I would say do your blueprint session. I just kind of walk through a blueprint session. I come through and it's usually with me. I design all of this stuff with you. That's your blueprint session. I would then highly say, if you need tools, you need tools. You might as well get them. Upgrade. Upgrade to your $100 a month. I promise you it's going to be the best $100 you've ever spent in your life. Upgrade to your $300 a month for your business. I promise you it's going to be the best $300 you've ever spent in your life. If you jump into our agency, which again we'll bring soon, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a taste of how we can manage your customers, how we can help you scale your business. I mean, our goal is to create mass expansion. That's our goal. Mass expansion, so you can come in, you can focus on what truly matters, which is your influence and your vision and your desires and those things, and we can focus on the operational sides of fulfilling what you need. Now, if you're like, well, Cam, how can you handle so much? I mean, anyone who's noticed me, they're like, Cam, gosh, you're always busy. Gosh, you do so much. Oh my gosh. I mean, you don't even know the half of it. Busy, yeah, it's busy, great, right? You don't know the half of it. But I can tell you this. The trials and everything and the time that I spent pushing this stuff together has been always for you. Okay? And I had to match the me with the you. I had to match those things. I had to make it so they made sense. So it wasn't just me taking from you, but it was a shoulder-to-shoulder service to grow and scale. That's GFunnel. It's a massive solution, but it is the only solution that you would ever need to run your business. It is the only entrepreneurial platform that you would ever need to grow and scale. You wouldn't need any other platform ever. So now ask yourself, is $100 worth it? Is $300 worth it? Yes. And that's our starting price. Our prices will, most cases, most likely go up. Most likely. Okay, and if you're still like, well, I don't know. Well, let me just show you. Let's just say you get stuck. Again, we're here. We have the AI robots. We have all of these things, and we even have our help center. So if you're really like, I don't even know, click on Lead Connector. Let's just say you're in Lead Connector. You'll find almost everything in here, right? Let's just say you're doing an approval for a social media post. Look at that. Step by step by step by step by step of how to do it. This is all free to the public, and there's so many people that actually use, again, Lead Connector. They can just use their stuff for free. Okay, and this is just, again, a little piece of it, a little piece of the pie. So that being said, again, I've walked you through a little bit. Another reason why you should probably choose GFunnel. Another reason why you should probably upgrade to $100 or to $300 to get all of your software solutions. Another reason why you should stop making excuses and start creating the business that you desire. It's just a choice, and it's very easy to make, especially when we have a free system. Go create a free account. Once you create your free account, then guess what you're going to do? You're going to see the cool stuff that we have, and you're going to upgrade. And then once you upgrade, again, it's going to be the best $100 you spent. If you're spending $100, it's going to be the best $300. If you're a business, you're spending $300. It will be the best money you've ever spent with the amount of tools that you have. Now, if you're like, Cam, but I don't have time to learn them. That's why we do hands-on services for you and your customers. It's a win-win solution. So stop making excuses and start channeling your success with GFunnel. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. You can send me a message. You can even comment in chat, and I'll be able to help you out. Thanks so much. We'll see you.